Well, North Texas is home to a beautiful landscape and all kinds of trees, but you may have noticed your tree showing some signs of distress. Well, don't give up on them just yet. Meteorologist Jesse Huila shows us the root cause of the problem and what you can do to save them.
What goes up must come down. Ellen Townsend and her family have lived in this Northeast Dallas home for 25 years.
My husband and son and we moved into this house, and we had this tree which we'd gotten as a gift from the arboretum.
While her little sprouts grew up and moved on, the tree remained until this day.
I think back to how young our son was when we moved to this house. And now he's a grown man, married, lives in another city and works there. And I guess we're taking away a little bit of his childhood.
The February freeze was a nightmare for many North Texans. We spent 139 consecutive hours below freezing here in DFW between February 13th and 19th. That was the 5th longest stretch on record.
But the freezing temperatures are still with us, and that could mean more hazardous conditions.
The longest was 295 consecutive hours in December of 1983. Some of you may remember that. You could walk on White Rock Lake. Believe it or not, the deep freeze of 83, even though longer and harsher, wasn't as bad for our trees.
Any branches that don't have leaves at this point are dead.
The freeze took its toll, and at the worst time.
The problem that some of them experienced was they were about to put out new leaves, and their buds were full of water. They were ready to go.
Hannah Edinburgh is an arborist with Texas Tree Surgeons.
If you cut back the unhealthy and dead branches, the tree may be able to grow back fine from where it is.
6 months after the freeze, and trees are just now showing signs of distress, and others may take even longer. And to make matters worse, the recent heat and drier weather really show which trees need help, like Ellen Townsend's tree. Hannah tells us they're seeing many trees that survived the spring and summer die quickly.
General consensus was that we would wait through the summer and see how the trees would recover.
That's Mark Bodewing. He's an urban forester with the city of Plano. He and his team have identified up to 6,500 victims to the freeze in the city alone.
Some of the species that have been really affected by the storm are ash trees, Shumard red oak trees, lacebark elm, and Chinese tallow. We've seen significant damage on those.
There's no need to panic. There are many signs you can look for now that can help you save any potentially damaged trees.
Dead branches, a much thinner canopy than usual, lighter green leaves than they should have, and really a greatly reduced canopy is the biggest sign and biggest stressor.
Other signs your trees need some TLC include epicormic shoots. These are the little sprouting shoots that grow in places they normally wouldn't, like the bark or trunk. And more sinister are frost cracks. Just like what we saw on Ellen Townsend's tree, these are those vertical splits that can run deep into the wood of a tree. They form because of the expansion and contraction of water during a hard freeze and thaw. The reality for many trees is their removal. It may be the safest option. But if your canopy companion has to come down, some cities may provide you with a newly planted pal. What nature takes away, it can also replenish, and maybe with a little help from mankind.
This was our symbolic tree to say, yes, this is our house now.
Man, I feel you. We have a big tree in the front. We've had to cut the branches back 3 times already. We're just hoping it can hold on. The city of Plano is planning a tree giveaway next spring for residents who lost trees in the storm. And the city of Denton will open registration for its free tree program tomorrow at 10 a.m.